Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Ooh, look at you, Leo, showing up. I was just gonna say this reading is for Leo. We have Princess of Wands and the Strength card, both fire energies there. Leo, so this is gonna be your February monthly reading. I'm doing mini love messages. As always, if the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe at any point. If you'd like to donate to support this work, there are ways to do that down below as well. Of course, book a reading. Right now, my relationship, oh my gosh, Leo, this is really, I mean, so far, at least, even during the pre-shuffle, it's nice energy. Princess of Cups with the 9 of Cups, which is basically 10 of Cups, right? So it's like the cards are asking you, what do you want? What are your heart's truest desires, right? So that you can bring in this wish fulfillment. Maybe it's related to, you know, a relationship or a person or a partner. You know, maybe not so like specifically like a specific, you know, I always advise people, like if you're looking for, you know, your person, your partner, don't focus on like, I want this specific person. Focus on like a feeling. What does the relationship look like and feel like? I feel like I digressed from my intro, but that's okay. y'all know. Okay, so 8 of Wands. It's interesting because I saw that right as I started the Gemini reading just before, and I'm wondering if there's a little bit of overlap because I saw the Princess of Wands in that reading too. So if you have Gemini, if you're dealing with a Gemini, you may want to go check out that reading as well, okay? Lots of fire energy, which is normal for you in your reading. Okay. All right. So you're definitely closing out a karmic cycle. I feel like some of you too, like you may have Cancer energy specifically, or you might want to be on the lookout for a water sign specifically. Again, I'm picking up Cancer, but possibly Pisces or Scorpio. It feels like it's also related to either maybe you meet this person like around a new moon period, or it's related to, again, some sort of intentions, right? Desires, intentions that you sort of put out into the universe and you've been heard. Okay, so, which is interesting going into this card, right? This 8 of Wands, because this literally, like, to me, this could be like, you know, being in, communion and conversation with the cosmos, right? Because it talks about messages, right? So definitely paying attention to sort of any spiritual messages. I always talk about dreams and dream journaling. You know, but it could also be talking about, you know, 3D forms of communication, you know, phone calls, text, emails. I feel like I do feel like for you, Leos, like this also may be related to your workload, okay? So, you know, this may just be, I feel like you're trying to sort of like find a place of balance. Maybe, you know, maybe you're finding that your workload is increasing and you're sort of having trouble kind of keeping up. And in that way too, I feel like actually, you know, I feel like the spiritual messages kind of play into that, because maybe your, you know, your spiritual team and your intuition is trying to help you sort of prioritize or figure out, you know, what's important, what you should sort of pay attention to versus what you can maybe let go. Okay. Because notice here with this 10 of Wands that, wow, that's crazy. So you have the 8 of Wands, 2 of Wands, 10 of Wands, right? So notice the message with the 10 of Wands, especially the 10 of Wands reverse, which is your outcome, is it talking about, you know, releasing burdens, right? Not sort of overburdening yourself. Again, really paring down and prioritizing. So it's almost like you're whittling down, right, between the 8 of Wands with the 2 of Wands, which is a decision-making energy. So we'll get to there in a second. And again, the like spirit, right, source comes right in the middle here with the Hierophant card. So again, it's saying pay attention, right? What is your intuition telling you? You know, for a lot of you, I feel like, you know, really tapping into your it's like, I'm not really sure how to explain it other than to be like, you know, I mean, the normal course of things that I always talk about, like meditation, yoga, but it's about like being really intentional about tapping into, you know, your 3D knowledge, your third eye, again, your intuition. For some of you, it may be helpful to look into Kundalini yoga, okay, which for me is a very, even though it's not like the most active yoga necessarily, it's a very fiery kind of practice. So that's why I'm feeling like you might sort of resonate with it, okay, Leos? Sorry, I'm just taking a sip of water. So the next card you have is the 2 of Wands. So again, right? We were talking about that a little bit earlier with the 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands. With the 2 of Wands, this is saying you have, a choice or a decision to make that's ahead of you. Again, for some of you, I feel like this is about related to work, or, maybe there's like several sort of opportunities that you may have. And so you need to figure out, which ones you sort of want to go after. I feel like this is less so maybe involving like another person, but it's possible, okay? Especially maybe if you're dealing with a fire or an earth sign, okay? Another Leo, an Aries or a Sag, or a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But mostly I actually feel like this is about sort of like, because you see, again, with that 10 of Wands, right? It's saying it's like the end of a cycle, right? Very much I'm feeling like the energy of karmic completion, right? Closing out a karmic cycle. So I feel like this is actually more, about sort of choosing like a path, choosing like an energy or an essence, right? It's almost like realizing like, okay, there's an old version of me and now I'm stepping into this new version of me. What does this, how does this new person think? What does this new person look like, right? And obviously like you're not like literally a whole new person. You might feel like that, and I think it's good to, be able to change and transform ourselves, right? I think that's a sign of growth and maturity, right? So when it's changed for the better, of course. The next card you have is the Queen of Pentacles. So again, Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. For some of you, I do feel like this is still talking about you. You may be, especially if you are like a mother, or, it doesn't actually, the energy I always say is non-gendered. So it doesn't actually have to be like someone who is an actual mother, but it could even be someone who sort of, is motherly or like, mothering, even if you're male, okay? Just like likes to sort of take care of people, take care of things. This is saying that there's really an innate level of abundance here. And again, I feel like you're working on kind of cultivating that. Again, it's interesting because the King of Pentacles came up in the Gemini reading. So even though they're not in the same reading, it's like I'm almost feeling or seeing this like true pair kind of energy. You have the 7 of Wands here. Okay, I feel like to that point, I have to say that it almost feels like there maybe are two people, okay? Like a past person and a new person, which also came up in the Gemini reading. So again, if that's landing, if you have Gemini, if you're dealing with a Gemini in any respect, definitely go check that out. So with the 7 of Wands here, I do feel this energy of like, if you are dealing with a fire sign now, like another fire sign, or this could even be like not necessarily a person. Again, this may be about work. This may need to be about sort of protecting and again, prioritizing your own time and things that are important to you, because the 7 of Wands is a little bit of like, a defensive kind of stance or energy, right? A really kind of like standing your ground, needing, understanding that, even if like you're the lone person in a crowd, right? And you're like, no, like this is how I feel. I know that this is right. And everyone else is like, no, you're wrong. But you're like, nope, I know it. Like I know deep down, right? This is saying like you have to stand your ground, right? You have to guard that. I do also feel like for some of you too, like again, there feels like there's perhaps, shifts or changes that have been happening around work. Now, granted, it does feel like it's sort of increasing, your list of responsibilities or your workload, however it may be, but it does feel like you're sort of, progressing or kind of like moving up, right? Like it has sort of this victorious and like triumphant kind of energy attached to it. And I feel like there might be other people who are sort of, probably not even outwardly, but like a little bit sort of like jealous or envious of that kind of energy. So I feel like this could be sort of like guarding and protecting yourself from that as well. A really simple thing to do is just like a visual, protection of yourself and your energy, okay, and your things, your people, whatever. So again, if you want to talk about any of these things more offline, feel free to book a session. And your final card coming out here, or no, the last card on this side, 5 of Pentacles reverse. So really, really lovely. Anyone who was maybe experiencing some financial ups and downs, again, it looks like things are back on the upswing or soon will be, okay? There may even be, some new sort of job offer, promotion, bonus, if it hasn't happened already, coming down the pipe, okay? This can also be talking about like if you've been feeling a little bit, energetically low, if you've been feeling sort of of like left out in the cold, perhaps by a person or a situation. Again, the situation is turning around, okay, because there's karmic completion here, like I already said with that 10 of Wands. So just allow yourself to let go and release. And again, really focusing on what are your priorities? What do you want to sort of put the time and intention and energy that you have to give? How is it that you want to, prioritize and spread that energy around? So let's get a romance angel card now, Leos. I kind of forgot what I was doing for a second. I I started like thinking about my day. I looked out the window and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm pulling these cards because I'm recording a video. Wow. Okay, come on. Okay, we'll try one more time. Cards are very silent all of a sudden. Like almost like that silence that I fell into. Okay. Why do 2 cards keep coming out for everyone? So you have let your friends help you ask for and accept help from others. Yes, especially again, if you have, sort of an overwhelming number of things. And then religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, that's an interesting card, especially with the Hierophant here. And again, remember how I was saying at the beginning of the reading to like really paying attention to your intuition and intuitive and spiritual messages that you may receive. Again, too, it's like I felt this energy of, that new moon, like intention setting energy. And again, possibly someone new. Okay. I don't know why. It just feels like maybe through like your spiritual practices or habits, or this could be even something where someone's like, oh, come to this yoga class with me, and it's like you meet someone there, something along those lines. So interesting. All right, Leo, so again, if the reading resonates, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so through my website, or again, support through donations. I also have a newsletter that goes out about once a month. And I think I forgot to mention this, but relationship readings are 50% off right now through the 22nd. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye.